Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. I am Khadijah Denise, and this is my channel. So today I'm going to be recording another comparison. Hopefully I can get some really good videos. If you do not know this, I do work out in my garage, so it's not going to be the most aesthetically pleasing, but it gets the job done. I am not investing any more money into equipment because I am shipping out to Mexico in a few months. I plan to be there at least 6 months. That's how long I can be without being a resident and doing paperwork and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go for 6 months, see how that works. But I'm saying all this to say I'm not investing in any more gym memberships, any more gym equipment. So I'm gonna make do with what I have. And so I want you to see that as well, that you don't have to have a lot of expensive equipment. You can make the most of what you have and get your goals accomplished as far as your fitness is concerned and your workouts. And the thing that I want to point out the most before we get started, and I will make a more in-depth video about this topic, is that everybody's body is different, of course. Duh, Khadijah, we know that. But please don't let people that you see on the internet, and they may be fitness goals, body goals, but we want to get into the mindset of being our own goals. You are you. You are the only you. And so for me, it's just about being stronger every day, about being better every day. I do want to get into calisthenics this year. So yeah, that's definitely been interesting. I will record my progress with that as well. That will be a separate series. So I just want to harp on, just do what you can until you can do more, right? Rome wasn't built in a day. So we have to give ourselves grace and just continuously be improving, seeking out new ways. And if there's not a way that you can get it done at that moment, just keep your heart open, keep your eyes open, let people know what you need. And so therefore you can get your goals accomplished. I'm telling you, when you're open, things come to you, they flow to you, and you attract the right people that you need to get those things done. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
Outside in an AMG, right outside, PT, two-turn, baby girl, you know me. Who am I? All the niggas round me, right guy. Gotta watch your time, cause it's flying right by. Two-turn, baby girl, you know me. I'm outside in an AMG, right outside. Two-turn, baby girl, you know me. All the niggas round me, gotta watch your time, cause it's flying right by. Two-turn, baby girl, you know me. Yeah.
So somebody decided to take a bite out of crime, aka my barbell pad, for my hip thrust, and that was definitely my face when I saw it. But also that is my face because I am trying to make sure that the DJI is detecting my face so that it can track my movements. And so I have bourbon and whiskey. They always like to join me in the morning. Most of the time they're just in the way. But of course I'm going to steal me some sugar before I put them in the house, before they knock my camera over. So let's go ahead and get started with the first exercise, which would be, of course, the hip thrust. So if you're wondering why I use so many pads on the floor, because the outside dog, he loves to lay on my pads if he doesn't decide to chew on them. And the cats, as you can see, I have scratches. I didn't even get a chance to take the plastic off before they scratched them up. So that's why I have so many mats, so that I can just be sanitary and not have dog nuts in my in my face when I'm doing hip thrusts. So I just like to make sure that I get my position together. Make sure that when I do my thrusts that I'm feeling them in my glutes as opposed to in my hamstrings or my quads. So that's what I like to do, and I like to just have my phone as a marker so I can know exactly where I need to place my feet so that when I get set up, I can go ahead and do my hip thrusts. To the fun part, the actual hip thrust. Slow and control with these. We don't need to rush the reps, even if we need to lower the weight, even if we need to readjust our foot position. I do, as I stated previously, I use my phone to make sure that my foot is in the correct spot. The footage on the right, I am using the iPhone 14. And then, of course, on the left, I did some color correcting. I used log footage. That's how I recorded this. And I downloaded the LUT. And I applied the DJI 3 LUT to the footage for the DJI, of course. So I mean, mugging the camera like it owes me money. But again, I'm wanting to make sure that it's tracking my face and my movement. And I'm warmed up, so it's time to get out of these sweats and get started on the next exercise. So let's get into this next exercise. To the right, we have iPhone footage. To the left, we have the DJI 3. It is doing a pretty good job tracking me. It's not the smoothest, maybe because of the angle that I'm going in, and maybe it's just me, user error. I should have positioned it a little bit differently. I'm not sure, but we still working the kinks out, right? So with this one, I do like to go slow and control, and as you can see, I'm going in outward position as opposed to up and down. Up and down would be a split squat. It wouldn't be a Bulgarian. And then they'll be focused more on your quads and your hamstrings. And so we want to focus more on our glutes. So I like to, as you can see, start from the bottom, grab my weights and keep my elbows close to my legs, if that makes sense, to make sure that I'm holding my balance, engaging my core. I do have a slight round in my back. All of this is just making sure that I don't fall over as I get used to doing the squats again, and of course increasing my weight over time. So I am doing step up, and I am still perfecting my at-home step up. I have been avoiding these like the plague just because my left side is so weak and it's really a struggle for me to do them this way. So I'm just going to do a weight of 20 and 3 sets of 8 so that I can get more comfortable and kind of work out the tweaks with doing it at home with the barbell rack and the bench. So I like to make sure that my kneecap and my elbow, they're kind of meeting each other. That lets me know that I'm not going back too far because I don't want to put any strain on my back. I just want to do step up, step up, step up. Essentially, that's what it's called. So 3 sets of these for 8 reps. And I was struggling, especially on that left side, y'all. So last we have the single RDL. I have the DJI Focus on my face, and it's doing a really good job here tracking my movements. So we want to keep a slight bend at the knee. I don't go past my shin, and of course we always want to pick a weight that's comfortable for us. We can do 3 sets of 8 with a higher weight, or we can do 3 sets of 10 with a little bit of a lower weight. For this one, I am going to do 10 on each leg. So this is my last set. I'm going to try to get some cardio in, but first I'm going to do some foam rolling to work out my muscles, just so I can make sure that my muscles are recovering. I do need to get better with post stretching and things of that nature. So thank you all for joining me on this video. Until next time, stay safe, stay fit, and you got this, we got this. Love you. Bye.